You can hire based on merit. So merit for a soldier or for a policeman is strong, physically fit,
Capable.
something, having a certain ability.
Yeah, having the capability to be able to do the job and being able to be a excellent or phenomenal when it comes to being a strong force.
Not a person that is woke and got the job through woke, but wasn't strong enough to lift a gun out of the holster, et cetera, et cetera. No, I looked at the police. As you know, last week I went over, we had a meeting with, there had to be 300 people, and they were all very impressive looking. And when the bad guys see them, they're not going to do a thing. And so I'm very proud of Washington. It serves as a template, and we're going to do it elsewhere. But Chicago is certainly going to be high. I would love to have him call. I would love the governor of Illinois. I'd be honored to take his call. All he has to do is say, sir, we need help. It's out of control. And everyone knows it is. He's not kidding anyone. I would love to have, I would say, Governor Moore call, because I watched him over the weekend trying to explain that Baltimore, what they need is housing. No, they don't need housing. They need to get rid of the criminals. These are hardcore
They're tearing the
criminals.
communities
We
up.
took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals.
And there you have it, folks. So the politicians can argue the law, but what about the facts on the ground? They'll try to tell you things are getting better, but look at what that progress really means. Because first, Baltimore, the city leaders love to brag about a historic drop in violent crime, and they'll tell you homicides are on pace for their lowest number in decades. But a drop from what? From catastrophic levels? A city that has been one of the most dangerous in America for years doesn't become a paradise overnight. So they'll tell you the homicides are down nearly 30% from last year. And it sounds good, but they are trying to gaslight you, because ask the people who actually live there if they feel 30% safer. They are selling you a percentage while ignoring the blood in the streets. And now, what about Chicago? This is where the spin is even more insulting, because over the recent Labor Day weekend, more than 50 people were shot and 8 were killed. Let that sink in for a minute. Over 50 people shot in one weekend. And that's not just a problem, that's an atrocity you expect in a literal war zone. But local leaders will point to a report from the first half of the year and say homicides are down 33%. How can you talk about a report from 6 months ago when a single weekend looks like a battlefield? It's a complete distortion of reality. And the fact is, even with their so-called improvements, Chicago's violent crime rate is still far higher than the average for a large city. So the narrative that these cities are turning a corner is a dangerous lie.